My name is Diego Zelada, and on the 1st of November, 3 friends and I launched a new technology startup. We believe when you see something you like, you shouldn't have to wait more than 2 seconds to have affordable purchase options made available. And because technology doesn't operate this quickly, we're going to build something new. We're Bootstrap, have zero brand awareness, and no one's ever heard of us. But what we do have is a big idea and a lot of grit. Today, I'm launching episode 1 of the new Co-Founder series, a weekly recount of our journey as we launch a new product, take it to market, and teach consumers that when they see something they love, they shouldn't have to wait more than 2 seconds to have affordable purchase options made available. We hope you enjoy our journey just as much as we enjoy this ride. Okay, I've never really spoken into a camera before, but I have made this decision to document as much of, the beginnings of my entrepreneurial and startup journey as I possibly can. This is also my very first time launching a YouTube channel, a themed Instagram, a TikTok, and Twitter. I've also never synchronized them before, so a lot of this is very new for me. And so as I become accustomed to this, I hope you will bear with me as I work my way through the beginnings of what it is to set up a social media presence. To begin with, if you already know me, my name is Diego, and you may know me as a dancer or someone that's always wanted to start a business, or perhaps we've been working professionals together. For you, I will say thank you so much for all of your kind support. I have received some really lovely messages over the past 24 hours from yourselves wishing me well on this new venture, and that means the world to me, and I will do my very best to do you proud. Some of you even shared really lovely stories about your partners and yourselves and the hustles that you've been through as you've gone from taking something that was initially a concept or an idea and building it into something that you've worked all night long for, and it's making you happy. So thank you so much for sharing those stories with me as well, because I know that I'm going to be taking them with me and holding onto those stories as I progress through this entrepreneurial journey. If you've never met me before, then a quick recap. My name is Diego Zelada. I've always wanted to launch a startup, and this is day 1 of what I have said is a 6-month career break, and my very first time stepping into the entrepreneurial realm. This will come to be my very first piece of content, which I will edit. I've set it as a kind of horizontal format for YouTube, but I've also set it up so that I can kind of cut it up and make it specific to Instagram and TikTok. Twitter, I'm going to learn about that as I go. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this journey. This is my very first time doing this. I'm really excited. I always wanted to launch a startup since I was probably 18. I'm now 35. And while I would have loved to have launched a startup kind of in my formative years, I think I'm really appreciative for the experiences that I've had. I've had a career that I'm really, really proud of. I've met incredible people. I've built some relationships that I will always carry with me. And yeah, now I'm officially in a place where I'd like to be able to kind of take this energy of wanting to build a company and turn it into something which results in a business. As I begin to kind of navigate this journey, I thought it would be great to document every step along the way. I haven't really set a frequency for how long I'm going to post content yet, but my thinking was that there are likely a lot of other founders right now launching companies, and sometimes it can be challenging to kind of launch and not know exactly how to approach customer acquisition, building a sales funnel, building out the marketing strategy, working with a team. And for all those founders, I thought I'd love to build something, not just the company, but also something in parallel that helps people feel supported, and that lets other founders know that they're part of a community. I was, partially inspired by Diary of CEO by Stephen Bartlett. I absolutely love that podcast. And sometimes I feel like the stories there are from a different launching pad to my own. And so I wanted to kind of document this in case someone else finds that they have no funding, no co-founders, totally bootstrapped, and have really their idea and their mind to kind of get them off the ground initially. yeah, so that's a little bit of the context there. Because this is the first video, I'd love to share a little bit about what I'm working on, what I'm building, and a little bit about the amazing people that I'll be building it with, because I've been so blessed to work with some really talented individuals who are bringing a lot of fire and passion to what was initially an idea that I had, has now become something that we all share. And we've built almost a small family and a very strong team around it. And we're really excited to be able to bring, a new solution to market. We're all new. We're first timers here. So there's a lot of self-education that we're doing. There is a lot of referring to Y Combinator videos, podcasts, books that we're reading. And because I feel like that's a launching pad that a lot of people are on, bootstrapped with their minds behind them. I thought it'd be great to kind of keep track of all this. The social media handle that I've opted for to document this journey is The New Co-Founder. It acknowledges that myself and members of the team actually have had and been part of startups before. I've also been part of startups, but this is my first time kind of leading with an initial vision. So I think the new part of the handle acknowledges that, and the co-founder part of the handle is there to acknowledge that I am only one of an incredible team of very talented individuals, and I'm so excited to be able to work with them and to bring a new solution to market. And whatever happens, we're going to be able to look back and we're going to be able to remember these times, and know that we really gave it every single inch of what we have, to make this succeed. It's a really exciting time for me, for the team. And yeah, so I guess this is the part of the video where I tell you a little bit about what is being worked on. So it's kind of two sides to this. One I'm a little nervous to share, and then the other I guess would come to be a founder story. The part that I'm nervous to share is about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with generalized severe anxiety disorder. I'd initially just felt really nervous all the time. I remember feeling it since I was a little kid, and it was quite a heavy feeling. And I decided, and I saw a post by Ryan Reynolds actually, and he talked a lot about anxiety, and the way he described it was very similar to how I was feeling. So I contacted the NHS here in England, which is the health service here in the UK. And I took 3 different tests because I really, wanted to make sure there was a conclusive outcome. And the diagnosis was severe generalized anxiety disorder, which from name sounds a little heavy, but it was actually such a relief, because it was like being told that you've been trying to run this marathon and you're able to see your friends kind of do it, and you've always had to stop halfway through, and suddenly someone tells you, hey man, you've got this, condition, and here's some medicine. So with me, it was getting to meet other people that had generalized anxiety disorder and connect with them, and now we're friends, and we built a little community, and we get together once a month to support each other, which is really nice. But in that journey, I consulted a friend of mine. His name is Nate, and he is now officially part of this team. And I asked Nate, if I've got, where am I going to get a business from, an idea? And Nate said, well, now that you know what's going on, you're going to have all this free space in your mind. So just wait for an idea to come. And that takes us to the founder story. So at the very beginning, I was watching television and I saw a varsity jacket, while I was watching a TV show called Insecure. Insecure is a TV show written by an amazing writer and actress in America called Issa Rae. She's got a really funny book as well. And the fashion on Insecure was incredible. And I guess because I had all this free space in my head, suddenly I started taking note of fashion. On seeing that particular varsity jacket, it just took so long to find that jacket. And I remember thinking I should be able to look at anything in the world around me, and I should immediately be able to have purchase options made available to me. And as I was watching the TV, I remembered, if you are a member of Amazon Prime and you've seen Amazon videos, Amazon Prime Video has this function called X-ray. If you hover over your screen or you use a button on your remote, you will be able to see an overview of what actors and or what music is playing on the screen at any point in time. So it occurred to me, this should really exist for other products that are on the screen. That then sparked a journey where I started thinking about what categories of products are being sold via e-commerce. Got me asking questions like, what category of AI does this involve? That led me to some answers. So fashion, which I'm sure for many of us is an obvious answer, but it wasn't to me. And in terms of AI, the category is called computer vision. From that point, I started researching. I'd already knew I was going to take a 6-month career break, and I took a Udemy course. This Udemy course was led by a gentleman named Luca Anin. Luca explained things in such a clear way. When I finished the course, I didn't actually feel silly. I felt like I understood some concepts that he was really trying to share. And so I reached out to him. He was teaching his course via Udemy, and because my background's in commercial, I found him on LinkedIn and I messaged him and I said, hey, I really appreciate what you did there. And we really connected. And he was just one of the most talented individuals I've ever met. And he was also so friendly. We talked a little bit. We talked about the idea, and some research went into the process, and we decided, you know what, we can do this. And then Luca went to a networking event and met Dimitri. Dimitri automatically brings a smile to my face. Dimitri is one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. He is absolute firecracker. He's a young bucket, which is a nickname I have for him. He takes care of everything that is, the UX, the UI, the website that's going to get built. We've had brainstorming sessions where, shortly after meeting, it was very clear he's not just a talented engineer, but he's also the makings of an incredible growth hacker. Some of the things he was saying, which he can build, it's incredible to meet someone who can come up with an idea and who already knows how it's going to be built. Anyone who knows me knows I love talking with people who are involved in product, in tech and engineering, because I always learn so much, and I absolutely learn so much when I'm speaking to Dimitri. And then it was the three of us, and we needed a fourth. I already knew who that would be. His name is Nathaniel, and Nathaniel and I have known each other for a very long time. Cheeky Nate, as I call him. I don't even know why I call him that. It's just, maybe it's the Australian in me, I have to add the word cheeky to everything. I get that from another friend, actually. He's quite silly too. His name's Alex. Nate and I met many years ago. Nate, he's like a shining light when he walks into a room. He's just got this energy and this positivity. I knew that Luca and Dimitri would like him. Nate is now a product manager, which is perfect, because once this solution is built, we'll be able to get it out to users, and Nate is the perfect person to have a dialogue with users. And suddenly there were 4, and it's just been so quick and so exciting and amazing how a concept can turn into an idea, which can turn into a discussion, which suddenly is a team. And so I'm really proud to share that I am now a member of a team of 4. I get to spend time with incredibly talented individuals, and across this 6-month career break, we are all going to be working together really hard to build and launch a new product. I'm not going to reveal the name just yet. I'm going to do that in a separate video because I want to create all the socials and have them linked at the same time, so that when I share the name, I can kind of release the socials and we can start, driving our friends and families in that direction. The very premise of what we're doing is based on the belief that technology is in a place where anything that we look at, anything we refer our eyes to, we should be able to have those items. There's enough inventory in the world now for anything that we look at to become a purchase option available to us. And if we take into account people's preferences, like if somebody wants to buy pre-loved products from Black-owned businesses, products that are brand new, or products from specific brands, all those preferences can be acknowledged, and make sure that when someone looks at something, that the results that they can purchase are directly tied to their own preferences. Technology is in a place where those things are now completely possible. And what we'll be doing as a team is building a product that capitalizes on those 3 elements and productizes it into a business to consumer facing solution. I don't want to use the term app because the model that we have isn't app based. But ultimately you and your friends and family will be able to select items and have purchase results immediately taken to you, tailored to your preferences. So the next steps from here are the team and I, we're going to keep working. We're going to produce what's called a minimum viable product. That's going to be an unpretty basic solution. The initial design is based off of a combination of some wireframes that I drew up, so don't expect a lot. Dimitri, fortunately, has found a really great graphic designer that's going to help us with the interface and make it all look a little snazzier. Once that's ready, we'll release it. And in the meantime, there's a lot of work to do. When I say there's a lot of work to do, technically, if a consumer-facing solution is being released, there's a few things that are required. One is products are going to be required to come up in the search results. So I'm going to need to contact advertisers and start building relationships there to have their products feed into this technology. Creators / influencers are going to be a very big part of this, because that's where the world is now. Influence is very different to what it was when I was a kid. And there are amazing creators out there that have found their areas that they excel in, and they're connecting with audiences, and they've built really beautiful relationships. And we're looking to meet as many creators who are curious about what we're doing and want to be part of our journey. And we've met a few so far, and we've begun filming some podcasts as of today, really, which are really great. Like, we're learning about different creators. We're learning about the structure of these podcasts. We're going to finish editing these videos and then release them, and then link them to the creators as well. And we're going to thank them for their support. And I guess the last part of this is mass media relationships. So PR, basically. So we're at the very beginnings of our journey now, but we'll be looking to build PR relationships with media publications, anyone that might be interested in what we're doing, and is open to building that relationship too, so that once our minimum viable product is officially available, it can be referenced and taken to their audiences to see if people want to try the product and see how they like it. This is the very beginnings of a journey. There's a very long way to go. We don't even know if people are going to like the initial version. In fact, people may absolutely not love it. And so if that happens, then we're going to use customer feedback, and we're going to make this product as good as can be. And we're going to keep learning and iterating and learning and iterating. And that's going to be the journey for us. And it's really exciting. We're really, really proud of the direction we're heading in such a short amount of time. And my thinking was, you know what, let's also film our team meetings as well. Obviously, some things are completely internal facing, so those things will remain internal. Yeah, we're going to try to release as much of the team meetings as we can as well, with the logic being that if anyone's out there building a team and having their initial meetings, have a look at all the mistakes that we make. Come on the journey with us. You know, we're not shy. We really want people to benefit from all the, the successes and the failures that we have. And I think we now live in an era where we don't have to feel ashamed of not knowing something. In fact, we can be really proud of the effort we put into finding the answers. So yeah, I might finish up there. This is video 1, and a really amazing creator today told me over a podcast that we filmed. You just got to get out there and start, 30 days of just releasing content, and then you'll begin to develop your own style. So yeah, I would say this is day 1. Cool. Awesome. Thank you everyone for your time. Apologies for such lighting, and I'll look to make the quality of the next video much better. Thank you.